Hi, Taurus. It's me, your fave. My name is B, just in case if you're new to being here. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome. Um, this is going to be just like a solo, whatever's going on, whatever you might need to know, whatever clarity and confirmations you might need at this time sort of situation. So, we'll see. So far, everything else has been pretty interesting. So again, we'll just kind of tap in to see what you guys are giving. And we can just go from there. So yeah, give me a couple of cards for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we need to know at this time? Eight of Cups is here, but it feels sideways. What are you not walking away from? Who are you not walking away from? What are you having problems and struggles with walking away from? Four of Cups is reversed. Is it that you don't want to feel rejected? Or is it that you don't want to reject something? What is it that you don't want to feel rejected by doing? What is it that you're like trying not to reject? Some cup energy, Four of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups energy. So it does feel very emotional or tied to some sort of emotional connection. Emotional upheaval, I'm hearing also. Judgment card is the third card out, okay? So this is making me feel like Taurus, you could be wanting to walk away from something, or you could be like fidgeting. I'm hearing the word fidgeting. You could be fidgeting with walking away from something, but it's also giving the energy of like, I don't want to be rejected, so I'm trying to make a good judgment call, or I don't want to make someone feel rejected, so I'm trying to make a good judgment call, is exactly what this feels like. Okay? Again, what is it that you don't want to be rejected with? Who do you not want to be rejected by? Or what are you scared to reject that's still keeping you here? Like, this is my sitting at the dock of the bay card. You see how she just sitting at the end of whatever little walk this is? Doesn't it look like some, like a pool almost, right? Like, imagine you just sitting at the edge of the pool, right? But it kind of gives me like a Otis Redding kind of vibe, sitting at the dock of the bay watching time watching the tides roll away, excuse me. I feel like every time I tap into certain signs too, my throat chakra kind of like get to cutting out. So is this that you want to talk to someone and you wasting time? Because it's kind of giving, like, it's kind of giving you don't want to walk away from something, but you don't want to be rejected, is what I'm like channeling. So it's like you either trying to use good judgment or you're not using good judgment because you like want to walk away from something and don't want to be rejected. Or either you want to walk away from something and don't want to be rejected. What is this that Taurus needs to walk away from? What is this that Taurus needs to walk away from? Anything that's not helping you reach your fullest potential. Also, people who are manipulative. But let's take it to the first step, right? There could be some people around you. You could be in some situations that simply isn't helping you reach its fullest potential. Or you're dealing with people, surrounding yourself with people who aren't in their fullest potential, right? So this could be wanting to walk away from something that doesn't fulfill you, that doesn't challenge you, that doesn't motivate you, that doesn't, again, push you to be better, to, utilize all of your resources or to be the best you that you could be. So it's like you don't want to, like, you're teetering on walking away from it, but it's almost like also you don't want to be rejected. Give me this Four of Cups reverse. What is it that Taurus doesn't want to be rejected by, or who? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Give me the another card for this rejection energy. Four of Cups reverse, not wanting to be rejected. The Empress reverse. So, Taurus, I would say that this is your energy, considering that, again, the Empress, it gives me Venus energy. You guys are ruled by Venus, right? Taurus, I feel like this is you. I feel like there's something you want to walk away from, or somebody that you want to walk away from because you either, you know, don't see the potential, or you see the potential and something just isn't rising to the potential, or maybe something isn't helping you with your resources, right? So just take it for how it resonates. If this is a job, this could be a job that maybe isn't giving you any resources, or maybe could be a job that just feels like I'm not reaching into my fullest potential, right? Maybe you're at a dead end job and this job gets the bills paid, but it's not really what you want to do. It's not really challenging you. It's not really pushing you to be the best that you could be, human that you could be, right? Maybe it's also similar to being at a job, but then they don't want to let you move up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to be a manager or supervisor, or, a position of authority, but then maybe they want to cap you, right? So it's like, again, you want to leave. Maybe it's the relationship, right? And you, as much as you love this person, this man, this woman, this friend, maybe these people aren't either helping you reach your fullest potential, or maybe, again, these are people who they themselves are not reaching their fullest potential. This can also be people who are manipulative. The Magician card is reversed. So again, this could be someone who is gaslighty, who is narcissistic, who is manipulative, okay, who, doesn't mind lying and conniving and being selfish to get what they want. Taurus could even be your energy. So be careful about that. Okay, undeveloped Taurus energy, in my opinion, y'all can be selfless and loving and grounded and, and amazing people, but sometimes y'all can also be the ones that are selfish, where it's like, this isn't benefiting me, so now I gotta go, right? You sometimes could be the one who, again, is in it and you're manipulating people. You know what you want, you know what you like. Again, Taurus, undeveloped, unhealed, can be extremely selfish. You don't give a damn who you step on and how hard you step on them to get what you want, as long as you get what you want. So just make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself, if this is your energy. If it's not, then let's proceed, right? But whatever this is, whoever this is, feels like someone you thought you would have in your life forever, a connection or a job or a position you thought would be like forever, and you're realizing it's not. You're realizing the relationship isn't reaching its fullest potential, the partner isn't reaching its fullest potential, the position won't allow you to reach your fullest potential, this job is not a job you can reach your fullest potential at, or anything like that. But it's also very much giving, I don't want to leave because then I don't want to be rejected. Y'all is loud. Like that had to, y'all better been flying real low, because that was real loud. I was actually obnoxiously loud in my opinion. Anyway, make sure you use good judgment though, okay? Because again, this is giving. You might feel like you're not gonna have success, right? The Emperor card is you, so this is your energy, in my opinion. But not only is this your energy, in my opinion, with this Empress, the Empress reverse can also indicate a feeling or a worry, fear, right? That things won't work out for you, things won't be successful. This Knight of Pentacles is reversed. So again, this is you not wanting to invest any energy. The Knight of Pentacles is already the slowest moving knight in all of the knights for all of the decks. So when he's reversed, this is not only just I'm moving slow and I'm dragging my feet. This is I'm taking my sweet ass time, if I'm even moving at all, right? But this can also be an energy of not knowing where to invest your energy, wanting to invest some energy, again, wanting a new beginning, wanting to utilize your resources, wanting to tap into your fullest potential, wanting the relationship to tap into its fullest potential, wanting the job and the career and the position to reach its fullest potential, right? But it's reverse. So there either is zero movement, zero change, zero growth, zero progress. It's not even that it's moving slow. It's not moving at all, right? Let's start there. But then for two, there could be a lack of energy, a lack of investment. Maybe someone isn't putting in that effort. Maybe someone isn't stable enough, right? Maybe their finances look a little shitty. If this is you, though, again, this feels like you're not necessarily putting in the effort and the investment and the energy the way you need to, because again, you're scared to be rejected, right? If you feel like, oh, I'm really not reaching my fullest potential at this job, all they let me do is answer the phones. I told them that I can do this and that I can do that, and I have a background in this, and my resume is so lengthy, but then all they want me to do is sit here in this booth and answer telephones and book appointments. and I can do so much more. I'm so much more talented. I can do this. I know how to do that. I've been in this field before. I can help with filing. I can help with administrative stuff and managerial stuff, right? But then this also feels like you don't want to invest the energy in finding a new job because you don't think you can find anything better. You're stuck at this relationship because you don't want to leave. You feel like this relationship isn't reaching its fullest potential. This partner isn't reaching its fullest potential, or they aren't motivating you to reach your fullest potential. Take it for how it resonates. But then you also afraid to leave and invest energy into another connection because you feel like it's not going to be successful. You feel like you're not going to find this love anywhere. You feel like, well, if I leave this person, then who going to love me after that? And it's like, that's silly. Everyone, you're quite lovable, Taurus, but you would have to believe that. It don't matter if I tell you that to you blue in the face. If you don't believe that you're lovable and can find somebody else, you'll always limit yourself, right? Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Don't limit your options. You're not stuck in one place. You're not stuck in one job. You're not stuck with one friend. You're not stuck in one relationship. You're not stuck in one life. You're not stuck in no place, never, ever. You have options, but you yourself have to open yourself up to the options you have. Funny thing about it, my sister is a Taurus. If you watch my content, you know I told you I just moved my youngest sister in with me not too long ago. There was a situation in September where I had to kind of prompt her and tell her, hey, I don't know how you're going to do X, Y, and Z, but I need you to start exploring some options because you have some options. You just don't be wanting to explore them. My sister got more than what she was even bargaining for, more than what I even told her she needed to get. But see, imagine if I would have let her sit there and act like she didn't have no options to call her family. Because my sister will do that and act like, oh, I don't want to talk to them. You don't have a choice. So either you gonna pick up the phone or I'm gonna pick up the phone, but something's gonna give because you didn't do what I told you to do in order to make sure this didn't happen. So now you've revoked having a choice. You got to do the uncomfortable thing. But see, it's also opened the door up for her of like, oh, see, I've been judging this, right? I've been judging this. I've been rejecting the idea because I just didn't think that it would be successful. And, I never really completely wanted to reject them. I just didn't think that, Magician card reverse, that these were any resources that I could use. Why would you think that? I don't know. But she simply just didn't understand or realize or think that like, hey, you have resources, right? You have other people who can help you get where you're trying to go, right? The Magician card is not just about your potential and your manifestations and, because the Magician card really is the beautiful mix and blend between desire and action. The Magician card has all of the things, the culminations, right? As you can see, she's yielding something. It looks like crystals in her hand. The Magician card is about, how well you can pair what you already have with the work that you're doing in order to get to where you're trying to go. It's about confidence. It's about the potential of the thing, maximizing the potential of yourself, maximizing the potential of the relationship, maximizing the potential of your dreams, goals, jobs, whatever. But it's also about your resources and utilizing those resources to get where you're trying to go. You might not have all the resources, but you have some to get you to the next step, and you'll acquire at the next step what resources you can get there to keep moving forward. But this is someone who didn't know they had resources, right? So again, Taurus, you could maybe feel like I don't have any resources. You could maybe feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers who's not tapping into their fullest potential, or maybe you're stuck in somewhere where that it's keeping you from tapping into your fullest potential. But either way, you're being asked to have good judgment on it. Use your judgment, use your discernment. What needs to be walked away from? Who needs to be walked away from? Why are you not walking away from it? Are you scared of rejection? Or are you trying to spare somebody else from rejecting them because you feel bad? The Strength card came out reverse. So again, regardless of if you're, this feels like you. I'm gonna be honest. So let me stop trying to flip it. I'm gonna go off of intuitively what I'm feeling, Taurus. I feel like you're gonna need some more strength in order to really pull yourself by your bootstraps to really kind of make a good judgment on whatever this is in order to really make it. Again, maybe you don't like the job, but maybe as much as you hate the job and can't stand going to that motherfucker and you feel like it ain't really providing you no resources, or maybe you feel like it's not helping you reach your fullest potential. That's fine. We understand all of that. But are you gonna stay at the job because you feel like I'm too scared to get another one? How does that help you? Like, be for real. If you already feel like you're not making the money, getting the resources you need at the job, what the fuck would make you so scared to go try for another job? Now, I'm not saying impulsively quit, wake up tomorrow and say, motherfuck them, I'm throwing in the towel and I'm just gonna figure out my next steps after that. No. Be smart. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't just quit impromptu off of a whim and you ain't got no backup plan. But this will be a great time to start doing what? Applying for other jobs, sniffing around for other jobs, Googling and researching what you can do and who you know, what you know, in order to get to where you're trying to go and to use good judgment as you do it. So, but it's gonna require some strength. Again, it's like not really wanting to, like, again, it's like not really wanting to leave a situation, but wanting to leave a situation, right? Wanting to walk away from something that isn't pouring into you, isn't giving to you. Again, it's either it's not coming into its fullest potential, it's not helping you reach its fullest potential, reach your fullest potential, they ain't reaching their fullest potential, this ain't giving you no resources, or this simply isn't a part of your dreams, this isn't in alignment with you. However, it's like, as much as I know that, says Taurus, I'm also scared to leave. So I'm kind of just sitting on my hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk away from it, but I don't want to go toward it. I don't want to break up with my partner and find a new partner, but I'm also really not happy in this one. I don't want to go find a new job and maybe see if that's a little bit better, see if the grass is a little bit greener over there, but then I also really, really, really despise this job. I don't know if I can afford a new fancy apartment. I just know I really, really, really can't stand this one. Like, if something gotta give. You can't just sit here. What you gonna do? Sit here and complain? You just gonna sit here and complain? Like, something, you have to do something. You can't always be worried about rejection. You can't always be worried about how somebody gonna feel about you. You can't always be worried about, well, what if it's not victorious? What if it is? Like, you literally just kind of have to try it. You know, like, I understand that can be a little scary, but it's also like, no risk, no reward, Taurus. I mean, what you gonna do? Again, you can stay in your comfort zone the rest of your life if you want to. That's your business. But how is that gonna help you get anywhere? You can stay at the dead end job that you feel like isn't providing you any real resources. But how is that going to actually get you to a space and a place of getting real resources? You can stay in the relationship where you feel like your partner isn't really trying to reach their fullest potential. They really content with life. You know, a lot of people, and I say this all the time, is very okay with just chilling at the top of the trees. They ain't trying to reach for the stars and the moon and shit. Taurus, they'll look at you and be like, why you gotta want all of that? What's wrong with this? You don't want to just chill at the top of the trees with the rest of us? You just gotta go reach for a star, huh? What you feel like you too good? But again, you scared to get out of the connection to go maybe find a connection where someone who is reaching their fullest potential is motivating you and pushing you into your fullest potential. Someone who actually lived, someone who has resources, someone who can be in alignment with you, someone who actually has something to fucking show, something to fucking prove. You scared to go try to find that, but you'll stay in this nothing connection where you know that this person isn't reaching their fullest potential. You know that you cool with friends and family and coworkers who really aren't reaching their fullest potential, and you're not happy. You feel some type of way about that, but then you feel some type of way about leaving. You feel some type of way about staying at a job, but then you feel some type of way about leaving. It's like you gotta pick a side, pick a struggle. You can't be scared of being rejected and unhappy. You either gonna be unhappy and stick to that, or you gonna be, like you got to pick a struggle, or else you just kind of keep yourself stuck in limbo. It's gonna require some strength. It's gonna require your inner confidence. It's gonna require for you to kind of snatch yourself up by your collar and say, "Hey, hold up, now." Again, Empress card here reverse. So really think about what you're worth and really think about what you desire. The Empress knows that she eats Wagyu steak, tomahawks, bitch. She's not gonna sit here and settle for no motherfucking cheese pizza. So why are you settling for cheese pizza when you know that you worth lobster, steak, shrimp, and some more shit? Does that make sense to you? If you know that you like goddamn caviar, you gonna let somebody come goddamn give you what, calamari? You know what I'm saying? Like, and no tea, no shade to calamari. I love calamari, but still, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say. If you know that you worth $100, why is you letting people lowball you? Why is you lowballing yourself? Why is you shortchanging yourself, staying in something that you know is beneath you, isn't on your level, isn't even in the realm of being in potential with you? Are you falling in love with the potential of the thing, of the job, of the person, instead of for what it is? Hangman reverse, yeah. And for some of you, you'll stay stuck until you actually do something about it. The moon card is here though. So again, there is a lot being hidden, a lot under the scenes, a lot that's like, kind of being kept secret, whether it be you keep it secret or just the divine keeping secret. But there is a need to see things from a different perspective. There is a need to get yourself unstuck. So for those of you that has been feeling pretty stuck as of lately, it's safe to say you can look in the mirror and then ask yourself, how are you stuck? Again, you can stay in your comfort zone all you want to. It ain't gonna do nothing but keep you stuck. It ain't gonna do nothing but keep you in limbo. It ain't gonna do nothing but keep you in the same places, in the same spaces. Just like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. The fact that this nigga is reversed lets me know that he's not moving at all. Something isn't moving at all. You're not moving at all. You're not investing anything at all. You're not taking any efforts at all. You're not investing any energy toward anything new that could potentially be successful at all, because you're super scared of being rejected by whatever or whoever this is, and it's really rooted in bad judgment. Want my advice? Until you can be strong enough to kind of get yourself out of this energy, out of this mindset, out of this connection, out of this job, out of this fill in the blank here, you'll continue to feel stuck. You'll continue to feel like you're not reaching your fullest potential. You'll continue to feel like you're in dead end jobs or situations or connections with people that isn't helping you reach your fullest potential, where they aren't reaching their fullest potential. And it'll continue to kind of really fuck with you until you really illuminate and bring some light to it. I do feel like the divine as of right now is bringing some light to it with this moon card. Okay, especially in your sleep. Four of Swords is right up under that. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your sleep with the moon card. The Four of Swords up under that. You could be getting some intuitive dreams and hunches and messages about these people, these jobs, these things that you find yourself in. Okay, but again, it's very much giving. Some things are being brought to the light, but until you really address it head on, you'll continue to feel stuck. Pisces energy is here very, very heavy here with both. Libra here energy is here very, very heavy with both. I am seeing Gemini energy here and Leo energy here also. Okay. But again, very, very important to remember that. Okay. You can't be scared to find a new beginning, but then still want to complain about where you stuck at. You the reason you stuck there. Like no tea, no shade. So you have to do something about it. And again, if it's because of fear of being rejected, fear of not getting the job, fear of failing, you're also going to have to get over that too. And you're going to have to put your big girl, big boy panties and drawers on and put your big boots on. And we're going to have to get the motherfucking work around this bitch, because that's just what it is. But as much as you judge yourself harshly or have harsh, like, ideas about shit, it'll be reflected. You know what I'm saying? Again, you'll kind of continue to stay here. Like I said, this is my Otis Redding card. What my boy said, sitting at the dock of the bay, watching the tides roll away. I left my home in Georgia. I'm headed to the Briscoe Bay. Okay, sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time. Okay, so making sure that you're not wasting time. Okay, this is you sitting at the dock of the bay. You see all these sitting cards? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? So making sure that you're not wasting your own time. Making sure that you're not, again, wasting your own potential. Don't stick around in something that you already know the first time probably isn't good for you, isn't in alignment with you, isn't helping you flourish, isn't bringing you success, isn't, bringing you the finer things in life, because that's what you deserve. Not to say that people got to just be at your beck and call, but again, you need to surround yourself with people who are going places and who are tapped into their fullest potential. That way you can also be doing the same things. You need to be at jobs that are helping you tap into your fullest potential. So that way you can be gearing up to do the same thing. Okay? This goes for jobs. This goes for friends, families, romantic shit, and this goes from for your own mindset and your own shit. Even if you just simply feel like it ain't nothing wrong with the people around me, my job pretty cool, I fuck with my coworkers, cool. Is this helping you tap into your potential? Even if you feel like it's no beef, no tension, no nothing. I love everybody around me. I love all my jobs, my coworkers and shit. Cool. What are you doing to ensure that you're tapping into your fullest potential? If it ain't nothing externally to you, then maybe it's something internally. And maybe in some weird way, you're blocked and stagnant in your own energy because for some reason you can't get outside your comfort zone. Because instead of making certain necessarily changes or showing up in a certain type of way, you just sitting at the dock of the bay wasting time. Don't shoot the messenger. Thank you again so much for getting this far. If you did get this far, like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, join our family over here. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. And yeah, everything you need to find about me is in the description box. I'm open for personal readings. You will have to DM me on one of my social media platforms in order to book that, but it can be done. Okay, my website is just currently down right now. Okay, call me, beat me if you want to reach me, and I'll see you lovely people over on the next video. Bye.